Oh man, this was a crazy Monday, let me tell you. Um, that's why I go to bed on the weekends early. But anyhow, I might as well respond to a few of the people that had the balls to take the bait. Um, I've been doing this for a long time, and quite frankly, it's not just boxing that's affected by this, but you know, if you grew up in the past 20 years, let's say, you've been introduced to something called a participation award. And it's gone even further today. You see the real people, you know, this equity thing, it's bled into all kinds of stuff. But the real people, you understand what they get more harshly treated than the fake people, if that makes any sense to you guys. So boxing, the entertainment industry, everything, this is even like movies, whatever else, our government, whatever else. You understand, civil workers, whatever else. It seems like the more fake and incompetent you are, the more well off you are than someone who actually walks it how they talk it. You know what I'm saying? During this presidential election, we have a person who hasn't accomplished nothing and has literally burned this country down against someone who, when they were in the country, you know, they did a very good job. And Crawford, he's a guy that does not fit in the current system of boxing. We've done videos on this before. But I'm just going to give you another example. No one asks Biden or Harris hardball questions, you understand? And they take it real soft on him. But when they go on against Trump, you understand, you see how they go crazy and they're hostile from the beginning. You understand? Now, when we compare that to guys like Canelo and Terrence Bud Crawford, Crawford is held to a higher standard than Canelo Alvarez, guys. You understand? We'll talk about the size and the strength and all that crap later, but I'm just trying to break this down to you, what type of system you've been groomed and indoctrinated to accept. When I say that Canelo would be a $2 whore in any other era, he would be a $2 whore in any other era. The thing that makes Canelo great is he has this machine behind him. This machine, if he gets whitewashed in a fight, for example, they're going to try to lie to you and gaslight you and claim that it was a draw. You understand? That has happened before for Canelo Alvarez. This guy was in controversy even early in his career before he even started to be known, that, you know, when you follow Vasquez and things like that. So Bud is a guy who, once again, is a big problem for the system, for the machine. Canelo Alvarez is not a problem for this system and current regime that's in play right now in the sport of boxing. You understand? They're going to fast track you. They're going to tell you that these guys are the best to ever do it. They're the best since Ali, whatever else. Bud did not get that. Bud did not get red carpet treatment. As I told you guys before, Bud is basically John Henry. You have this machine, this automated machine that's in place. And this machine needs incompetence for it to be most effective. You understand? This is why you can have a Kamala Harris, you know, and you can take out common sense and things like that and have her run against someone who's more proven in all areas of life. You understand? And this machine loves to attack people harshly and fiercely. That does not go with what it needs it to go. You understand? And Bud is just one of those guys, you know. What this fight, if it does occur, also kind of pertains. We kind of seen movies like Gladiator, where Maximus was just a honorable man, whatever else, had integrity, was not a coward, and you saw that Commodus, the main antagonist, a guy who even killed his own father, was the exact opposite. He envied Maximus. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, you know, he hugs trees today and he meditates. You know what I'm saying? He likes to take all these easy fights. His resume is, for those who are willing to admit it, it's quite deceptive. You understand? It looks good on paper, but if you just put a little couple drops on that piece of paper, you know, it's about as durable as a wet piece of toilet paper. You understand? I mean, I understand he has the names on the resume. This is the same argument you guys argued all the time when it came to Bud fighting certain guys. You know, go fight Amir Khan. Amir Khan, I fought better people. You know, I fought this guy and I fought that. You understand? It was the same for everybody. And you guys are the same people and you're using the same talking points. And this is just going the same as I've always had to deal with this. I'm not impressed with fake propped up fighters. Canelo needs a machine. Crawford exposes the machine. And like I said, you have Commodus here. You know, he's a scared little chicken. You understand he doesn't. Crawford just moved up in weight and fought a prime, undefeated opponent. You understand? Who had high skill and everything else. And I would say he has better IQ. He's more creative, more athletic than Canelo Alvarez. You guys are telling me Bud has lost a step and all this stuff. You understand he needs to rematch Madrimov. But you're the same group that won't tell Canelo that he needs to rematch Bivol. Wonder why, guys. I'm not impressed with your trolling in the comment section. I'm not impressed with any of it, guys. And it's something I've not seen before. I've been doing this forever. And I'm telling you, all you need is a jab to beat Canelo Alvarez, the steroid guy. I will like to get into film studies on this, and I will like to expose Canelo. He has a very easy exploitable weakness, you know, and all it requires is a jab. When it comes to boxing IQ, Crawford has the edge. When it comes to all-around boxing ability, counter-punching, punch selection, Crawford is ahead. You understand? When it comes to defense, Crawford is ahead. You understand? You guys are tripping because you're trying to invent a robbery that was not there, but you, again, go to protect a guy who's in robberies all the time. You know what I'm saying? Even when this dude was even known, and half of you, again, it's so funny watching you fake bandwagon fans, dude. You guys don't understand. Crawford can do what he does because he's an exceptional fighter. Now, Canelo is a solid fighter. You understand? But he's not as nuanced. He does not have the intangibles of Terrence Bud Crawford. It's just that simple. And Crawford right now, he has a very great tool that can give him the victory. And that is the jab, and it starts with the jab. Your guy Canelo fights just like Tank Davis. Now, Canelo can throw some combinations, things like that, you understand? But he's not as great as a counterpuncher. He does not have Crawford's instincts. And we've seen him get whitewashed multiple times, guys. Even when he tries to cheat, he still can't overcome the hump with all the assistance. And now he's at a point where even his sparring partners and everybody are exposing him. He quits and gets tired during sparring. You know, but, you know, and he's only like 32, 33. I know he's out here partying, doing coke and everything else. And on top of that, you need steroids and everything else, guys. You need judges. You need a whole system, a whole machine behind you to keep you afloat. And this fight, it's going to play out very similarly, just as this last fight that we just saw this weekend. They're going to give Crawford credit, or Canelo credit. You know what I'm saying? When he wasn't landing punches on Bivol, they were acting like every punch was landing on Bivol. And they were trying their best to sell a narrative and story against Bivol. And then they tried to come out with some lame scorecards, 7-5, when they gave Canelo the first 4 rounds. Do you see how badly that exposes a fake guy like Canelo Alvarez? And again, I just don't think Canelo has the creativity that that guy has. Another thing you guys are mentioning, this 37-year-old Crawford, he took away all the dude's tools. The dude was scared of getting countered. You know, he was timid and he was not throwing no combinations or nothing. He was scared to even throw a jab, guys. And it's going to be the same for Canelo that has low output. I don't want to give too much away right now. When I can get into the real nook or cranny, if this fight does become a reality, which I hope it does, because I see this as an opportunity for me to own another stupid fan base. And then you guys are always going to jump to the next poll, because that's all you guys are, a bunch of poll writers. So this is just my little, you know, I've been poon jabbed enough in the comment section. This is my little jab back to you. But I've done this too many times, guys. I have. Nobody's concerned about Canelo Alvarez, dude. Does he have a chance to land a hard punch? Maybe knock Crawford out, yes. But this, you also got to understand, this is a dude where they, dude, Amir Khan was tagging and piecing this dude up, and they lied on the punch stats just to mask like how how many faults this guy has, dude. You are you get to go into the ring, you get to rig the game, and you still find ways to pretty much practically mess it up, guys. Again, non-disclosure agreements. You can't, these guys, they can't even talk crap about Canelo. I watched Jamel Charlo and Jamal, whatever, and whoever else, Munguia, and they're over here like, oh, thank you, Canelo, thank you so much. Man, get out of here, dude. This dude is a soft little weak dude. If it's not rigged, he don't want nothing to do with it. He's just like Kamala Harris. You know, I'm gonna go hide, or you got to pay me $150 million for Terrence Crawford, bro. And you guys, being the beta males that you are today, you are proponents and champion and cheerlead this type of stuff. It's just the generation that you guys grew up in. You understand? Duran back in the day, he moved up and he did some great things. He did take some punishment as well and took some L's. You know, he overachieved though, and he was a small guy too. This fight, you have an extreme, again, where everybody's going this way, the other side's going that way. It's going to meet up some point in the middle, and I'm trying to tell you, Crawford does have a chance for victory in this fight. And I will love to do the film studies like I always do and everything else if this fight does become a reality. But a bunch of you, you're just the same people. Look at the resume. You're already making the same excuses. Spence is bigger. You know, I understand that to a certain degree. And again, if Canelo were a more active fighter that didn't get fatigued and tired even during sparring, you understand, I'd be like, no, this dude don't have no chance. You know what I'm saying? But this guy, he literally doesn't hardly do anything around, just like we saw this past fight. He has a very good exploitable weakness that a guy like Terrence Crawford can pick up. Guys like Floyd Mayweather and Bivol picked up on it too. Larry Mosley couldn't miss a jab against Canelo Alvarez. This is something consistent throughout Canelo's career. And Crawford, again, he's not going to have to worry about Canelo just constantly, you know, feigning and doing all this crap, not trying to engage. It's going to be very low output, but the problem is when Canelo does try to throw, you understand, he's going to be open for the jab. He's not that great of a counterpuncher. Crawford will also have the speed advantage. This is just a guy going against, you know what I'm saying, a propped up dude. And listen, they're going to do whatever they can to assist Canelo. You understand? They're going to do it. They're going to praise everything he does, just like they did Madrimov this weekend. Trust me, they're going to try to sell this the best they can. And I'm trying to tell you, Canelo's just not the fighter that the media wants you to believe that he is. You know, and again, a lot of you, you're just bandwagoners. You didn't used to like Canelo. So your little, you know, poon jabs in the comments section, that doesn't faze me. It does not. And it will be fun to do this yet again. You understand? We'll see if it comes a reality. But again, I've done this too many times. And, you know, we can maybe get into this stuff later. Hopefully it becomes a reality. You know, a guy who, again, loses company's monies and needs his contract restructured wants $150 million during a global recession. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's, you know, if Canelo really believes he's worth that, which I know he's not. Eddie Hearn even said they don't get their value with Canelo. The proof is in the pudding. This fake it, you know, it's just like Kamala Harris. Like, oh, we got all this donor money, everything else. Canelo's been a money laundering scheme, guys. It's just that simple. He's not a guy like a Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao that has brought boxing to a high level, you know, especially in mainstream media, everything else. He's just not that guy. Boxing is in a money laundering scheme era right now. And these guys are, you know what I'm saying? You're losing money, you know, these companies, everything else. We watched PBC jump from place to place to place. We watched, you know, HBO fall and all this other stuff. It's just not doing it. And this is the type of era of boxing where a guy like Canelo, oh, well, I can claim that I'm the face of boxing. It's a bit of money laundering scheme, guys. Okay? You guys are hyping up mediocrity per usual. And again, I get it. He's going to have to overcome some size advantage. When Canelo does burst, you know, when he's got enough energy to do so and things like that, you know, but when a guy's countering you, things like that, hitting you, taking away your weapons and things like that, and you're already a low output dude that really doesn't do too much in rounds, and a guy who gives away a lot of rounds like a Deontay Wilder, like a Gervonta Tank Davis, you know, you're already working into Crawford's, you know, advantages there. You know what I'm saying? And let's say you miss, and again, this guy's able to counter you, time you, just like he was doing Madrimov. Madjarov was a very timid guy. He really didn't want to throw no jabs or combinations, did he? So I'm just saying, guys, I don't think, I have to say it again, I don't believe the guy that you guys are trying to, pump up in front of me. I really don't. I never was that big an advocate for Canelo Alvarez. I don't praise mediocrity on this channel. I'm sorry. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.